Hi, I'm Michael Ekene. Straight today in history, September 20th, 1992, the National Electoral Commission of Nigeria announces that the presidential election will be held on June 12, 1993.
And today in history, the Nigerian government establishes the Federal Road Safety Commission to improve road safety.
Today in history, 20th September 2005, federal government imprisoned Dokubu Asari, who is the main militia leader in Port Harcourt, on charges of treason and imprisoned him in the Federal Security Headquarters in Abuja.
Welcome to the Friday edition of Outnumbered from Oweleke TV in the city of the capital, Cosmopolitan. We are in Abuja and we're bringing you live and direct. My name is Michael Ekene and I have the beautiful ladies, my left and right.
And he's outnumbered.
Absolutely.
Hi, I am Sadatu Mohammed. Welcome to Outnumbered.
Hi, I'm Gladys Chidima. Welcome to Outnumbered.
Let's move straight to what the papers is saying this morning. Interestingly, I'm starting with a punchy one, which is the Punch. Today, above the header, Dangote officials, refiners tackle marketers over imported PMS. Details on page 19. Farmer header clashes is the kicker of this one. For the government panel recommends open grazing and ranching. Details on page 16. Away from that, NECO invites 40 schools over mass cheating in SSCE.
Wow.
It is happening. Yeah, those special centers they are about to be invited. It's something else. Yeah, we all.
That time they allow this teenager use their brain. Seriously,
absolutely.
Let them rely on
most of our
what their
teenagers
people
are
love
seriously
doing.
on TikTok right now than reading.
Yeah.
So I sadly to say,
I think this is a nice move.
Education
Yeah.
is gradually fading away, so this will really help.
absolutely. Let's move straight to the big story. The kicker is Edopo. Military man state boundaries. EFCC goes after vote buyers. And I have one rider to that story. Security agencies in show of force. Government declares holiday. Materials arrive 18 local government areas. INEC upbeat of success. And the last story I will take on the Punch newspaper today is Lagos cleric abductors demand 30 million naira ransom. You can imagine a pastor is arrested and they're demanding 30 million. Where would the church members get it
30
from?
million naira from?
Boldness
Even
of
if
the
they
person.
start contributing.
Paying tight to everybody.
This economy.
And there's hardship here.
Sister.
All right, let's move straight
All
to
right,
Sedatu.
let's take a look at the Vanguard newspaper this morning and all the headline that comes with it. And the first headline says federal government record $2.35 billion foreign reserve inflow in 3 months, says Edu. And then the next headline says hardship, Nigerian petitioning for their lawmakers recall, says INEC. And then this one says high petrol price has rendered 70,000 minimum wage useless, says NLC. I love to take that story again. High petrol price has rendered 70,000 minimum wage useless. What do you have to say about that?
70,000 naira cannot be commensurate to the expenditure, daily
Like
expenditures.
how many liters of fuel can you buy with this in your car?
And that's like 70 liters.
Oh my God.
A liter is 1,000.
Is it going to last you for a week?
And that's like full tank and maybe later for 2 weeks or so. Full tank lasts me for a week. So let's just say a week and it's gone. Yeah.
Can imagine. Indeed. All right, let's move to the big story. Edo make government pool credible. And then the header says, the writer to that story says, party, CSOs, Khan, Jonathan, order tax, INEC, and police. And then the last story on sport, FIFA ranking, Super Eagles maintain 39 sport and 6th in Africa. That's all the headlines on Vanguard newspaper. Do well to grab a copy. Over to you, beautiful.
Okay, straight into the Daily Independence newspaper today. Our first story is NNPC Limited Total Energies of $550 million or better upstream gas project takes off. And the next story, nobody can put fire in Bauchi, government Mohammed, replies Wiki. Now on to the big story. CBN says external reserves is at risk on back of fuel subsidies cuts. And that's all we have on the Daily Independent newspaper for today.
Thank you, Chidima. Let's move straight to the Daily Times newspaper today. Above the head, regulatory agencies must eliminate overlaps, align with Tinubu's agenda that is coming from Vice President Shetima. Away from that, Nigeria is set to get $1.5 billion World Bank loan next week. We are still loaning and we are still servicing debt. I don't know what.
We are still in need of money.
And we're still in need of money, and we're still in hardship, and everything is still
too much.
Yeah, it's outrageous,
Coming too much.
and things are still expensive. So
You're borrowing, and we are not seeing what you are actually
we're not
using
seeing
that
what
money.
you are.
You're
How are you
using
infusing the
for.
money you're borrowing?
And tomorrow they'll say each individual is owing China. You're
Yeah.
owing China. I'm also owing
in
China.
debt,
I don't
something
have
we
money.
have
I'm not
half of Nigeria almost belongs to China right now, regrettably.
Okay, move on.
That's why we're learning Ni Hao right now. All right, let's move away from that. ICPC to fight corruption with AI recovers 4 billion naira in 24 hours. I like
Wonderful.
that. Yeah. In artificial intelligence is taking
Yeah.
over. Recovering 4 billion naira in 24 hours is awesome. So computer is
from which
going to take
angle?
over. That's ICPC, just like EFCC,
Okay.
Independent Corrupt Practices Commission. They also function with EFCC. So recovering 4 billion is very, very welcome. So AI, kudos to you. Yeah, and away from that, a big story on the Daily Times newspaper today is we are building strong financial system, business-friendly economy. That is coming from President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We have not seen the business-friendly economy yet. I don't know when it's going to come, but he says we are building it. So let's be
Can't
hopeful.
go to the market and smile. So let's hope it's another business anyway.
All right, away from that, the last story I will take on the Daily Times newspaper today. Apex Court gives nod to federal government ex-CJN Ononge to settle sack dispute out of court. Sack dispute have to be settled in court because he's the Chief Justice of Nigeria. Let's do it in court and not out of court. Let's move straight to the big story. It is actually big because lawmakers, Nigerians, are petitioning for lawmakers to be recalled. They're telling INEC, can we recall them? It is on the law. Recall them back from where they took off.
All of them.
The
We
national,
need some re-election.
yeah, the House of Rep members, starting from the councillors, House of Rep
Sanitization
members,
needs to take
senators.
place.
Let's record them back. Big story coming your way soon. Don't move from us.
Follow us on our social media handles at Oweleke TV. Visit our website at www.oweleke.tv for a thrilling journey. Oweleke TV, rising star at the fairground.
Welcome to the big story this morning on Outnumbered. It is big because INEC National Commissioner in charge of Formation and Voter Education Committee, Sam Olumeko, is disclosing in a statement yesterday that Nigerians, apparently want their councillors, House of Rep members and senators to be recalled. And then when this happens, it brings to the question, what have they been doing since they were elected? Have they been passive? Have they been ceremonious? And that is the question, because if you're sent to represent your ward from the grassroots and imagine starting from the councillors, recall them back, it means they went there and they got carried away by the office. Yeah.
They got carried away by all the juicy,
juicy packages. Yeah. So unproductivity has been the watchword. All right, let's start from your constituency.
Okay.
These policies affect those in the grassroots. Let's talk about your own local government area. And has the council, let's start from council before House of Rep and the senator. Have they been active or passive?
Okay.
And don't be emotional about it though.
Oh, since you say that, I would. So let's get down to it. Now, this came out after the commission released the revised regulations and guidelines for the recall of federal and state lawmakers, as well as councillors in area council of the Federal Capital Territory. Now, we all know that if our representatives are doing their job, it will not get to this point. So we know that we are facing a lot, apart from the economic hardship, like some social amenities that we are lacking, and all those things. Money are provided for all those things, but we don't see them, right? We don't actually see them, and we don't gain from it. And these are the people we vote for to go and represent us. At the end of the day, most of them are making us feel like, oh, we don't count, and we're actually there to represent ourselves and our family. You see your representative, somebody that is supposed to represent you, is living larger and better than you. And all they want at the end of it, you just have to go and linger around their gates to beg for peanuts. People that are meant to represent you, you are the one going there to beg for peanuts. So I think this is a nice move, and if this goes well, I think it will bring smile to some of us.
Definitely.
All right. Now the commission is talking about implementing this in line with Section 69, 110, and 160 as amended 1999 Constitution. That means it's constitutional. What do you think about the recall?
Beautiful movement. I mean, if a certain people of a certain region are not confident in the outcome of their results, they have the rights. I mean, that's why we are Nigerians, regardless of the state you are coming from. They have the right to appeal for a recall. I mean, if there's nothing beneath it, why are they taking time to foster these movements? They should do it immediately. It's their right. It should be done.
All right, coming from INEC, the 10-page document has been uploaded on their website and also on social media for transparency. Let's see what happens, because most of these people elected into office.
I'm eager. Looking forward
Yes,
to
yeah,
it.
okay. Value number one.
I don't
Okay.
be there.
I want to.
The White Lion. Is this still the governor? We have
He's
Adodo
not,
now. We have
he's
Adodo.
not the governor, but you can't. Thank God EFCC are looking for him.
You want to
now.
recall him and
for
probe
him.
him?
Yes,
Ah.
officially.
All right, all the state senators that are not functional, of course, you know that you guys might be recalled soon. Every state is not, I mean, the law has
I
stated
think
it.
this will make them to sit up.
Yeah, to sit up
Yes.
actually, yeah,
They
because
know that we are watching.
Yeah.
if Nigerians begin, let's even talk about the looming protest right now. Nigerians are saying that we can actually recall these guys, see them on the street and beat them up. But then I think we are appealing to every constituent to have a peaceful recall. I mean, even the INEC is saying if you're from a constituency and you're interested in recalling,
guideline is there.
yeah, you're recalling your elected representatives to be guided by provisions of the regulations, just write to us. Take it lawfully so that we can recall them, and then probably they'll sit up, they'll be re-elected, because so many people bought the seats, starting from councillorship, and that is why you see that dividends of democracy is not felt at grassroots. It's not felt. These people are at federal constitutional level. The senators are there chilling in Abuja. House of members are there chilling. But then laws are not affecting those at the grassroots.
Because they just sit down and pick their godson and put on seats.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why we have so many lackadaisical attitude in
They
the
have
government.
zero idea about the job.
Yeah, yes. So recall is a splendid idea, but then do it not according to emotion or biases. Do it lawfully and meticulously. From us here at The Review, my name is Michael Lekena. You've been hearing the voice of Chidima.
Chidima Gladys and
Sadat Mohammed.
All right, do well. If your constituent is affected and you want to recall, let's start from your councillors, House of Rep members, and the senators you want to recall. Do that legally. Don't put emotion into it. This is Outnumbered on Oweleke TV. Do well to have a splendid day.